Hello, I'm Victoria Chemko, founder of Umami Marketing. This month from Copenhagen, Denmark, I'll be talking about the new GDPR regulations for Europe, a good place to be while discussing this topic, and what this may mean for your business. So keep on watching to find out all the details in this edition of the Digital Marketing Postcard. The General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, is a regulation by which the European Parliament, the Council of the European Union, and the European Commission intend to strengthen and unify data protection for all individuals within the European Union. It comes into effect very soon, on May 25th, 2018, and even non-European businesses, or those who aren't selling into the European market, should be aware of it and prepare and consider the impacts. Regardless of it being illegal in the EU, it's still good practice to follow these recommendations, no matter where your business originates or sells into. So here are a few considerations you should keep in mind. And note that the following, of course, doesn't constitute legal advice, and you should consult your own lawyers and the legal team for what applies to your particular business situation. 1. Legal implications, both EU and European local law. Key to the GDPR, individuals have the right to access their personal data, correct errors in and erase their personal data, object to the processing of their data, and also export it whenever they want. What this means for businesses is that you'll need to review and update your privacy policy and make sure this privacy policy is then also updated on your website. All tools that are used for tracking need to be indicated on the policy itself, including things like Google Analytics and other tools like marketing platforms, software as a service tools, etc. And also whether these tools used comply with the GDPR. The privacy policy will essentially need to be able to answer the following questions. What information is being collected? Who's collecting it? How is it collected? Why is it being collected? How will it be used? Who will it be shared with? And what will be the effect of this on the individuals concerned? Also key is addressing the notification of breaches in this policy. So if there's a data breach, the users whom you have access to need to be notified immediately. 2. Governance and management. In terms of governance, organizations will need to protect personal data using appropriate security, notify authorities of data breaches within 72 hours, obtain appropriate consents before processing data, and keep records detailing data processing. They'll also be required to provide clear notice of data collection, outline processing purposes and use cases, and define data retention and deletion policies. 3. Operations, policies, and procedures. All organizations will need to train privacy personnel and employees and audit and update data policies along with creating and managing compliant vendor contracts. It's also recommended to employ a data protection officer within larger organizations. 4. IT and technology infrastructure. For businesses that have contact forms and email subscription forms on their website, this may mean that every form needs to have a checkbox where the user accepts the privacy policy of the website, and then within the privacy policy, the user needs to be told how their data will be used, how and where it will be stored, and how this data will be processed. This checkbox option needs to be disabled by default and not already selected. And to comply with the right to be forgotten, a business should give the user the option to ask for the deletion of their data at any point in time, either a user profile or that data which is submitted via a contact form or other form submission. And as a lot of websites use backups, in the privacy policy, it needs to be communicated that a user's data will be kept up to 12 months for business and operations reasons. And also, finally, to comply with the right to download and change data, the website should also have a mechanism for users to download or change their data electronically. 5. Alignment across the whole organization. Last of all, you'll need to ensure that everyone within your business understands how the GDPR works and what are the policies and procedures at your company so that they're able to follow them accordingly. This includes team members across all departments, including HR, marketing, IT, and otherwise, as it'll affect operations for everyone. So to summarize, what is the GDPR and how will it impact your business? 1. Legal implications, both EU and European local law. 2. Governance and management. 3. Operations, policies, and procedures. 4. IT and technology infrastructure. And 5. Alignment across the whole organization. And now that you know more about the GDPR and its potential impacts, please check out our recent blog posts covering more useful inbound marketing tips. And if you like this video, subscribe to the Umami Marketing YouTube channel below and the monthly digital marketing postcard. I'll be back again next month in May to answer more of your digital marketing questions. So I'll see you then. Take care.